Behind Allison in the Garrity Asphalt reclaiming number 4, three-time Short Track Super Series champion Andy Bicchetti. Followed by the Easy Rigging and Trucking Joy Auto Parts number 3, Sam Mart Sr. Ryan Walther in the 10R. Ryan out of Sussex, New Jersey in the Zugabee Excavating number 10R. Billy Fisk in the number 22. Coming down the front straightaway here. Billy in the Loose Screw Racing Graco number 22. We've got the S&S Asphalt Pavements number 9. Mark Johnson, the White Knight, out of Gilderton, New York. Sean Mandel in the 66P, heading down the front stretch. Sean out of Marlborough, Connecticut, in the Technical Allied Product 66. Mel Schroefer in the Academy Transmissions number 84, veteran here at Orange County. Going down pit road, the 69, Robbie Green in the 66 Landscaping number 69. Roger Henyon Jr., the Interstate Batteries number 19 junior. Driving in the Evergreen Fuels number 91, that's Bobby Flash Flood out of Montgomery, New York. Lenny Helmick in the Evolution Excavating number 7H. Jimmy Horton in the Hallmark International number 43 from the Shannock Station, New Jersey. Followed by the Big Boys Toys number 87, Neil Stratton. The Mac Tools by Dave Prime Jr. number 55 out of Pittsfield, Massachusetts, Brett Haas. The Easy Rigging and Trucking number 24, Sam March Jr. out of White House, New Jersey. Driving the Adamski Trucking number 22, track regular here. He was 6th in points this season here at OCFS. Out of Schnecksville, Pennsylvania, TVD Tanner Van Doren. Driving in the 93X, that's Hollywood, Craig Mitchell. Longtime veteran here at Orange County. Driving the RLS Repair number 82S, Will Shields coming down pit road. One of your top 5 drivers in points here this year. Last year's track champion, the Superior Remodeling 44, Anthony Perego from right here in Middletown. Chris Stevens, the Interstate Batteries number 83, the Zubies Racing 17Z. Feature winner here this season, Dylan Stoyer. Heath Metzger in the 81. Heading down into turn number 1, the Atlas Paving, Petruska family number 66, T-Mac Timmy McCready. Ray Hall in the number 7. Ray 72 for Ray Hall. The Gary O'Brien Property Services 72. J.R. Hurlbird in the DTD TV, Algonquin Motel 6H. Ryan Darcy in the Darcy Dirt Works number R21. The Hallmark International 15M, Daniel Morgevitz. Jimmy Devitt out of Wallkill in the Empire Emulsions number 18J. Robert Bublak coming by with the number 6. Robert in the A to Z Property Management Pro Angle Contracting number 6. The Escape RV number 4, Billy V, Billy Van Inwigen. Number top 5 driver here in the point standings. Kevin Root, the FX Caprera Car Company's number 34. The AE Electrical Contracting number 7D. Tyler Dipple out of Wallkill. The Sparta Trucking 33 in the third. The Teacher's Pet Tommy Meyer. The Ace Materials number 6 Matty Stengel. Matt out of Neshannock, New Jersey. The BDR Speed Ollie's Bargain Allen number 20. The Thrilling David Schilling out of East Greenbush, New York. Corey Cormier in the Comfort Experts number 26R. The Killer Crate Racing Products number 97, Bobby Hackle the fourth. The FX Caprera Harley Davidson number 8H. Mad Max McLaughlin. One of the top point drivers here this season. The Barron's Performance Warehouse number 3, Money Matt Williamson out of St. Catharines, Ontario. The RGH Construction Accurate Collision of Pompano Beach, Florida 16H, Danny Creedon from Wurtsboro. Alex Yankowski in the Wilcox Paving and Seal Coating 84Y out of Covington Township, Pennsylvania. Feature winner this year, Utica Rome and Grandview Speedways. Mike Loney in the 17D. Mike in the Terry Illing and Friends Recycling number 17D. Looks like the track run-in has been about completed. They're going to start sending the cars to pit road. Then we'll get tonight's hot lap session underway. The Blake equipment number 53, Jeff Quackenbush, also out there. Pat Mann in the Wyatt Landscaping number 6 out of Newburgh. Well, Tim, looks like quite the field has been assembled for tonight's hard clay finale, brought to us by Rapid Tire.
Rapid Tire out of Montgomery, New York. They've been sponsors of various different events here throughout the year. Big sponsor, of course, for our Eve of Destructions as well. So welcome back to folks from Rapid Tire.
Yep, 6 qualifying heat races tonight. We've got, we'll get the final count here when we get our heat lineups totaled up here, but it looks like we hit the 70 mark for the modified tonight.
It's a lot. No two ways about it.
This event every year seems to bring out everyone out of the woodwork, right?
Well, you guys got the best of the best traveling with you, of course, for the North Series. And of course, Orange County, always a big event for these guys as well. Some guys are only coming out for this event and not even remaining here for the Eastern States portion. So it shows the great commitment and great following and loyalty that you guys have built up in just a short time.
Absolutely. And some guys like the bigger track. We do a lot of short track. We do some bigger track stuff. So it's just whatever is in whatever the driver's wheelhouse is, if you want to put it that way. But a chance to race at the legendary House of Power. You know, you don't get to come here that often, early in the year, late in the year, with the Hard Clay Open and the Hard Clay Finale. So interesting mix today.
Yeah, it's going to be great. A lot of racing we've already seen so far. Of course, the Street Stocks get to highlight their big feature event tonight as well. So it gives a little bit of prestige to those drivers as well, being part of this very great show tonight.
Yep, and this year, Friday is the kickoff to Eastern States weekend. We've seen some on-track action already earlier today. So a big weekend of action here at OCFS.
Absolutely.
So thanks again to Rapid Tire Service. They have a rock-solid reputation of providing excellent service, support, and satisfaction. They pride themselves on giving their customers the best service available, the best parts and accessories, and a staff that understands all aspects of their business. Rapid Tire Service has been family-owned and operated since 1981. Visit them on the web at rapidtireservice.com. That's RapidTireService.com to get a quote or schedule an appointment today. Rapid Tire Service located at 661 State Route 17K, Montgomery, New York, and can be reached by phone at 845-564-9644. That's 845-564-9644. A couple of cars we didn't give you earlier. Derek Bort out there in the 4B, heading down the front straightaway. Derek in the Nork Contracting race car. J.R. Hurlburt, the 6H, feature winner this year at Afton Motorsports Park. Looks like we're going to go with 4 warm-up groups tonight. Matt Shepard, track champion here at Orange County Fair Speedway, also at Utica Rome this year. And he is the current point leader in the River Valley Builders North region here for the Short Track Super Series, looking to clinch another championship tonight. He is the point leader going into tonight's program, the Hurlock Auto Speed number 9S. He is also leading our Hallmark International Elite Series points, which we will wrap up in 2 weeks at Georgetown Speedway, and has a very slim point lead in the Hurlock Auto Speed South region. He could be going for a triple this season. Another interesting note tonight, Tim. Normally you run the modifieds without sail panels tonight. They have sail panels if they wish. Not all of them have them on.
Yeah, I see a lot of guys came prepared for that because they've got sail panels with already matching graphics and lettering and stuff like that. So they do that. All they have to do is change the sail panels. Some have opted not to, but I think on a big track like this, it may be their advantage waiting for them if they run sail panels.
Right. I believe it was last year or the year before we saw some guys do it one way in the heat and the opposite way in the feature.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I know a big track like this, and of course, to quote Gary Ballou, air is free, so why not use it to your advantage? And I think the sail panels will definitely aid in handling here at the track, especially through the turns.
So track was reconditioned between the afternoon racing activities here at Middletown. And now we did a little slow lap run, and now we're getting hot laps underway here for tonight's Rapid Tire Service Hard Clay Finale. The final race, the championship round of the River Valley Builders North region of the Bob Hoover Sportswear Short Track Super Series, fueled by Sunoco. Matt Shepard turning the fastest lap in that opening hot lap session, followed by Cody Higbee. Tim, you see Cody every week. Is this his modified debut?
Yes, here at Orange County it will be, of course. What an outstanding season that young man had here at Orange County and over at Accord as well. But this will be his debut in that car normally driven by his dad at Accord. So first time behind the wheel at 51 here at Orange County. Could be impressive already out of the box. Second fastest here this evening in this first hot lap session.
Incredible. All right, next group moving trackside here on the hard clay 5/8. The J.W. Brown logging number 9. Brian Calabrese moving down the straightaway. Sammy March Jr. in the 24, Jimmy Horton the 43. Lenny Helmich the 7, the 3, Sam March Sr. Brandon Daly out there in the Jeff Daly and Sons Fuel Oil Services. Brandon Daly in the 44 out there. Driver joining us from the state of New Hampshire, Tanner Siemens in car number 5, also out there. 220, John Ferrier out there. The pool's plus 220. John Ferrier. TBD, Tanner Van Doren out there in the 22. Bobby Hackle the fourth in the 97. Dylan Stoyer out here in the Dave Zubikowski Zubies Racing 17Z. Matty Ice, Matt Stangle in the 6 car. Andy Bicchetti in the 4. Mark Johnson in the 9. Davey Morgevich the 15F, 16X. Danny Creedon. 93X Craig Mitchell. The 35, the George Huddick 35. The Adirondack Auto entry of Mike Mahaney. '60-60, Max Tim McCready the 3 of Money Matt Williamson. 21A, the Steve Huff Motorsports entry of Matt and Peter Britton. Danny Creedon in the RGH Construction Accurate Collision of Pompano Beach, Florida, number 16X. Jeff Quackenbush in the 53, 34, Kevin Root. Ryan Walther in the 10R. Ryan Walther in the 10R. Mike Mahaney with a little smoke coming out of the back of his car. That is not a good sign for Mike. Last year's Short Track Super Series Carl Automobile Speed South Region Point champion.
Yeah, he's dropping off the pace now down the back straightaway. I'd say that was a lot of smoke, actually. So, not a good sign. Tony Monaco landscaping coach bounced around here this weekend.
No.
It's a head scratcher, to say the least.
Several of these teams had 2 cars today, one for the earlier OCFS Eastern States qualifiers and bringing a second car for tonight's Short Track Super Series event. One final group rolling out.
Well, you know, Jeff, in the season for big events, of course, here throughout the tri-state area, coming up next Saturday, October the 29th, at the Accord Speedway, their annual Halloween Havoc, and of course the Joe G's Great Crate Race that had gotten rained out just a couple of weeks back. So that's on Saturday, October the 29th, at our Friday night place to race, the Accord Speedway, Halloween Havoc, and Joe G's Great Crate Race. It's a $5,000 sportsman race itself. Then Saturday, November the 26th, it's the Gobbler, the Classic at the Accord Speedway. That happens on Saturday, November the 26th. Hot laps start at 1 o'clock. Spectator gates open at 12 noon. So 2 big events left here in the state of New York at the Accord Speedway. Halloween Havoc, Joe G's Great Crate Race on October the 29th. That's 1 week from tomorrow. And, of course, the Gobbler Classic on Saturday, November the 26th.
2 annual goodies
They
left
definitely
at Accord.
are. And, of course, combining those 2 events because the Joe G's Great Crate Race was rained out a week or 2 back. So.
Yep. Alex Jankowski out there in the Wilcox Paving 84Y. The Conestoga Valley Custom Kitchens 2A Mike Gooler out there. Jim Devitt in the 18J also out there. Anthony Perego, the 44, the 8H Max McLaughlin. Whoa, Chris Stevens getting into turn 1 a little hot. Ryan Darcy, the 21. Charlie Lowe Ice in the 5L. Allison Rickey, the 55. The 17M, Mike Loney. The 19 junior, Roger Henry Jr. Tyler Corcoran in the Hallmark 64. Ed Kitchell out of Clifton Park in the titanium light number Z car. A return of the Z. We used to see Z with Butch Tittle many years ago. Our final hot lap session here for the Mighty Modifieds.
Got a car spinning up there between 3 and 4 as the yellow lights come on right now. Of course, picking up at home on FloRacing, Mike Mahaney. Of course, there's Mandy Pouch. Now Mandy Mahaney.
They're got the hood off already, looking at that race
car.
Well,
of course, that's the car that just went in smoking, so got a good look in there. They got some diapers right now over the right cylinder head area. That could have been maybe just a valve cover gasket.
Could be.
We hope.
They were on the side of the car there on the valve cover, so we'll see. Final hot lap section. Matt Williamson going to the second spot on the board as far as timing in hot laps. Matt Shepard still was the quickest at 21.928. Matt Williamson, then Tyler Dipple, Peter Britt, Cody Higby.
Looks like there will be a hot lap session for the Northeast Parts Group street stocks out here this evening. These guys and gal have already qualified via the heats out here this afternoon. 3 qualifying heats. They all went to the starting lineup. Better the finish of the heat, the better the starting spot in their 20-lap Northeast Parts Group Eastern States Weekend feature event. Of course, part of tonight's STSS show here at the Orange County Speedway, part of the hard clay finale. Mentioned our lap sponsors for the 20-lap feature event just a little while before. Also part of this hard clay finale is our annual champions race. Got 8 drivers so far. I think the biggest surprise will be the driver of car number 93, and we're going to keep you all on the edges of your seats for that. Not a regular runner here, but it was a past feature win in Eastern States Racing, and a very, very impressive feature win. We'll keep you in suspense. Quick straight stock hot lap session, of course, from this afternoon's qualifying and their heat events. Let the drivers feel the change of the surface since the sun went down and since there was more moisture added to the speedway by our dirt metallurgists, Jeremy Corcoran and crew. Certainly has taken on a different complexion from when the sun was out earlier. Should be a lightning fast playground out here tonight. Straight stocks, of course, 20-lap Eastern States feature event. Happening midway through the show. Track champion, Bobby Slate Jr., the Putnam Energy number 8 car down there in turn number 1. Dylan Gannon is just behind him in the 46, coming off a great season here at Orange County. Charlie Donald, the Jalopy Jet Lothar's Body Shop number 32 car. Track champion from a couple of seasons ago. 16-year-old Izzy Loudon back there. Hudson Home Improvements number 1L car. The 6 of Tyler Romer right there alongside of her going into turn number 3. Quick hot lap session, 3 laps on the board. Benny Richards right there. Coming up onto the tail side of Izzy Loudon's 1L car. Richards in the 110. 75 is Ray Tarantino. Just behind him is Anthony Tarantino in the 48 car. 171 is Walt Henry in the 27. George Van Arsdale down there at turn number 2, followed by the multicolored number 4 car of Tommy Solerso. Checkered flag coming out right now as they throttle down, coming off their hot lap session. Talking about, of course, Izzy Loudon. She'd like to wish her close friend, Abby, a happy birthday. So happy birthday to Abby from all the entire family from Loudon Motorsports. In there in the pit area cheering on Izzy in the 1L car here tonight. Taking on a gear change in there by FloRacing inside the pit area right now. Camera zooming in. One team about to take the rear cover off. Do a quick gear change. Remember, guys, big on top. It's always a big gear and a small gear. Big gear always goes on the top. I'm not going to tell you the phrase that we used to use in racing to keep that in mind. Really don't work well when you change those things around.